With all the nonsense that Kanye West has been spouting off recently against Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson, do you think those two could successfully sue the hell out of Kanye West and win? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the true crime story of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. And we're looking into the question that with Kanye West's recent outburst on Instagram and that Eazy video, could Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson successfully sue the backside out of him and actually win? Well, I'm going to break it all down for you, but before we do so, if you haven't done so already, and you love true crime on the daily, served with a little bit of sass and gobbiness, basically this, right? Then before you do anything else, make sure that you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, like, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And let's jump into it, shall we? So this article is from The Hollywood Reporter, and it breaks it down. Now, in regards to the first section, let's get on to it. So, not that very nice, friendly crimes. So, apparently, Kanye's behaviour can be categorised as a civil action that is not very nice, or a range of criminal acts, from unfriendly following or menacing to aggravated harassment. Now, all of them require that he cause a reasonable fear of harm. So, from what I'm taking from that, it's basically, if he's doing something to you, and then that person turns around and be like, dude, I'm in fear for my life, then you've got a problem, right? However, it's how Pete Davidson reacted to the Yeezy video that may allow Kanye West to get off scot-free. So what do I mean by that? So according to Entertainment Tonight, Pete Davidson found the depiction of that Eazy video where Kanye West does his whole off with his head moment, right? Absolutely hysterical. He found it funny. And apparently he ain't afraid of Kanye in any way, shape or form. So because Pete Davidson is turning around and being like, yeah, I've seen the video, but guess what? I ain't afraid. I think it's freaking funny as hell. Then, yeah, because of that reaction, Kanye West's depiction of Pete Davidson with the whole off with his head moment, yeah, he may have gotten away with that. Let's put it that way. And we continue. Now, before we go any further, if this goes to a YouTube human reviewer, may I just remind you, I'm not going into any detail. I'm just giving a quick overview of the situation. Thank you very kindly. Now, it now argues if Pete Davidson has nothing to fear from Kanye directly, the rapper's fans are another story, and yes, they are. Now, we know Kim Kardashian apparently, allegedly, texted Kanye saying, look, you're creating a dangerous, scary environment. Someone's going to hurt Pete, and you know what? It'll be all your freaking fault. Because the way that she sees it is, you're inciting your fans to go after Pete, and if they do, and he gets armed, dude, you're to freaking blame for that. And to be fair, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, say what you want about Kim Kardashian, but I agree with her on that. However, could Kanye be done for inciting his fans the way that he's been doing? Well, whew. The First Amendment comes into play. So, the article explains very clearly the US Supreme Court has sharply curtailed liability for so-called incitement, protecting not very nice speech, unless it's directed to inciting or producing imminent lawless action and is likely to incite or produce such action. And imminent means what it says, not sooner or later, just right now. It's going to happen, right? Now, this is why Kanye might get away with inciting his fans, because guess what? No one's gone for him. No one's gone for Pete Davidson. In the weeks since the Eazy video dropped, no one has gone for Pete Davidson. Now, a claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress apparently would also be a long shot that Kanye West, most likely, according to this article, would get away with, because the First Amendment offers a wide berth to political and artistic expression, particularly when directed at famous people. As Kanye correctly observed, art is protected as freedom of speech. So basically, my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, what I'm taking from that is he can basically turn around and say, that Eazy video, that's just me art. That's just my creative freedom of expression. That's all it is. He can hide behind that and he'll get away with it. That is what I'm deducing from this. This is freaking insane, by the way. Now, the First Amendment from this article is pretty much turning around, and it's this article saying this First Amendment is protecting Kanye. It ain't protecting the people that his rhetoric are attacking, i.e. Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. No. He's being protected. Even though he's the aggressor, he's the one that's getting after him. Legally, he's protected. I'm sorry, I'm all about freedom of speech, but there's also consequences to that freedom of speech. Where are his consequences? I'm amazed. I'm amazed. Now, he's doing this, a lot of it, as we mentioned, as you all will know, unless you're living under a rock, on Instagram, right? So this article then turns around and says, right, the social platforms that he's on and he's spewing this ugly rhetoric, they could do something about it, because as private entities, they set their own rules. As such, Instagram can treat Kanye however it chooses. Now, this kind of unfettered discretion does not sit well with everyone. Liberals and conservatives alike, for different reasons, have called for greater regulation of social media. But are the platforms up to the task? Dan's experience says otherwise. Yeah, and to be fair, in my opinion, conspiracy theory or whatever, Facebook or Meta, right, owns Instagram. And I'm sorry, but I would be extremely freaking surprised and shocked if they banned Kanye, suspended him, or tried to, like, curtail his outbursts and try and censor him in some way, shape, or form. Because no matter which way you slice it, his outbursts on Instagram, that's generating a lot of press, a lot of publicity. And Instagram is within that press, within that publicity, and they will absolutely love the shiz out of that. Absolutely. Especially with the losses that Meta have been recording over recent times. So, for me, I don't think they're going to be doing anything to Kanye's profile at all on Instagram. Now, apparently, cartoon not very nice actions is self-care. So what does this mean? So in July 2021, there was a quote tweet of a video of Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene telling a reporter that the question that she was asked, have you ever been VAX'd, was a violation of her HIPAA rights. A hopelessly wrong legal take, apparently. Now, he wrote, if your loved one is a First Amendment or privacy attorney, do whatever you can to prevent them from logging on Twitter for the next 72 hours. Now, Twitter user at JHemLep, himself a First Amendment attorney, replied, of course, this was the first tweet I saw today, to which Dan replied, quick, hit yourself over the head with an oversized mallet and hopefully you'll wake up later with no memory of this. Now, when I read that, I was like, you remember like Looney Tunes, right? Big massive mallet, hit the bunny overhead, bunny's head then completely flattens and then it kind of like a balloon like pops up again and it's got like those birds tweeting around his head and it was like, and then he like collapses. I kind of saw it like that in my head. Somewhat funny, cartoon-like, right? Well, this example of censorship on social media will probably be infuriating for you. Because soon after, Dan received a notice from Twitter of a suspension. Apparently, he had violated the rules against promoting or encouraging, basically making a nonsense to yourself. Dan appealed on the basis that it was a reference to Looney Tunes, including an exhibit of a Bugs Bunny cartoon, but the appeal was denied. Now, the way that I see it is platforms here are very, very hit and miss when it comes to regulation, making sure that the safe spaces, making sure that things that are on there that shouldn't be on there are removed. There's different rules with different social platforms, and they should, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, be regulated very loosely. But there should be some form of regulation, because at the moment, to me, it is a wild, wild west world out there. Now, Ari Khan, who's a free speech counsel at Tech Freedom, agrees and says platforms are plagued with allegations of inconsistent moderation as it is. Stepping into the morass of removing a video like Kanye, so this is the Eazy video, would only make it worse. It's for the better that the government is extremely limited in its ability to punish artistic expression, even when it makes us uncomfortable. Adjudicating the intent of art is a thorny business that is best left to the beholder. So, the thing is here is that overall, when you look at his post, right, and when you look at the Eazy video, that article, in a nutshell, to me, is saying, well, with that Eazy video and the off with his head movement with Pete Davidson situation, right? Well, Pete's reaction was, it's hilarious. I ain't afraid of Kanye. What the deuce? So, because he didn't feel fear and was like, damn, is someone going to come out to get me? What the deuce, right? Well, because of the reaction that he actually found it was hilarious, then trying to sue for that Eazy video, I don't think based on that article they'll be successful. Then when you come to like the Instagram posts and the Eazy video combined, you've got this First Amendment that protects Kanye when it comes to the freedom of speech, and he can hide behind the whole artistic expression situation. That, oh no, this is all my art. This is all my artistic expression. All these posts led up to the Eazy video, which was all part of the art, all part of the movement, all part of the image, blah, 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 blah. Basically saying if he argues that point, Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson could try and sue him, but the likelihood of him winning, shockingly, based on that article, is freaking slim. What world are we living in? Dudes, what Kanye is doing, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is wrong on so many freaking levels. And the people that he's doing it against, he's got more freaking legal protection by all accounts than them that it's actually affecting. I'm sorry, but what kind of upside down world are we living in right now? This is absolutely freaking insane to me. I'm all about freedom of speech. Don't get it twisted. But that does not then mean freedom from freaking consequences. Am I going completely nuts with a capital N? Either way, with what I've said today, what do you guys think? Again, I preface this with the fact that I am not a legal eagle. I have a degree, but I ain't no freaking lawyer, I'll tell you that right now. So all this is just my armchair opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this and you want more true crime daily videos served with a little bit of sass and gobbiness, basically this, make sure if you haven't done so already, you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe. Like, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And until the next time, you guys, laters.